I am in the building. Hello, everyone, again. I've got some slight internet issues, but I'm going to proceed nonetheless, and let's see what happens. So I'm going to ask you all a question before I start, and I want you to raise your hands. Does God make mistakes? If you think yes, raise your hands. If you think no, don't do anything. Okay, so no one's raised their hands because, yes, God doesn't make any mistakes. So, with that in mind, I want to ask you a question. Is there such a thing as a wrong relationship or marriage? Because I had a client relatively recently, and she said to me, I'm always getting into the wrong relationship. Every single time I meet a guy, he doesn't treat me the way I like to be treated. Um, and I thought about this and I thought to myself, maybe there is no such thing as the wrong relationship. Maybe you are meant to meet exactly who you are meant to meet to bring up in you that which needs to be healed. And this individual, the person opposite you who you started a relationship with, is given to you by God to show you aspects of yourself that perhaps you don't want to see. How many of you perhaps would agree with that statement? The fact that often the individual part of you shows you aspects of yourself that are hidden. Yeah, so a few of you. And this is the thing. This is really important to understand because often, we're shown these parts of us that we can't see. They're hidden from view. We don't know they're there because we pushed them down into our unconscious. So the only way for us to see this is for God to bring us an individual acts as a mirror. And I want to tell you that. Now, I want to share with you another incident that happened to me. Now, this time with my mum. I sold my business about 4 years ago. It was an IT company. And when I sold it, the one thing that my mum said to me is, Daniel, you've made a mistake. This is the wrong thing to do. Okay. And I said to my mum, no, mum, I know what I'm doing. And this went on for about 2 years. She kept on saying to me, you've made a mistake. And I kept on saying to her, I've known what I've been doing. But then one day I decided to listen. And one of you, I can't remember who it was, they said, listen to hear. Okay. And I decided to listen what the words were. And I listened with my emotion. And what I saw was that actually what was my mum was trying to show me was that, you know what? There was a part of me that was afraid. There was a part of me that was afraid to sell my business. And, my mum sharing this, as annoying it was at the time, is now actually when I see it, it was actually a gift because she kept on saying it. And the moment I got in touch with the fear around selling my business, and I thought, you know what, she's right. Uh, is the moment the fear dissolved, it went away, and my mum actually stopped telling me this. So the people here who have experienced their partner saying the same thing over and over again, or doing the same thing again and again, I want to ask yourselves: is there an aspect of you that, or a part of you that is trying to show you something about yourself that is hidden from view? And this is the beauty of marriage. We don't get that so much in single relationships. It's mainly our friends, but the those closest to us, whether we're married or we're in a normal relationship, where we're not married, they're showing us aspects of ourselves, which usually, ordinarily, we don't see that apart from those closest to us. Does that all make sense with everyone? Just raise your hands if it does make sense. And this is, something that I discovered with myself. And in understanding that perspective, you no longer start to blame the other person for the way they act, you know. And it may be that perhaps they're not listening to you, perhaps they're not being as caring as you would like them to be. But is that just a reflection of how you treat yourself unconsciously? And seeing the other individual as a gift, as a person that was brought into your life to show you this, actually now all of a sudden you're no longer the victim. You no longer resort to blame. And in doing that, actually, you can resolve these deeper aspects. Whereas if you start to blame the person outside of you or the person that you're with for something that they're doing or something that you expect them to do, then you've missed the lesson. You can't understand um, why they're acting this way, and you can't heal. You can't let go of this old programming. So I just wanted to share that this message. So just to summarize, if you take full responsibility for your emotions in a situation, then you can heal that. If you blame and you get upset at the individual, at some point you cannot heal the emotion that gets triggered in the moment. But if you understand, maybe, just maybe, this is happening to help me. This individual saying this or doing this or not doing this or forgetting my birthday or anniversary is actually showing something about myself that is as yet hidden from view. And in doing that, that is a true gift. And I hope that has helped. And if anyone has any questions for a short time remaining, please let me know.
Thank you so much, Daniel, for that. That was wonderful. Yes, it's good to look at things from different perspective, isn't there? You know, when you get feedback, sometimes you just have to listen to hear, as you said. So thank you for your share. Has anybody got any questions to ask Daniel, or any shares or any takeaway that you got from his speech? Feel free to share.
I'm gonna say, Daniel,
Daniel.
that was awesome. And it moves me to see men who do have a faith and a trust in God. And that was one of the first things you open up with, and I just thought that, I'm like, wow, that's awesome. So that's a bonus. And if both people are on the same path and let God be at the helm, the relationship will work. But it does take sacrifice, and I always believe that both parties have to be on one accord spiritually. That's my story. Thank you for sharing that. God bless you.
Thank
I
you.
see Heshi has got her hands up. Feel free to share your thoughts, Heshi.
I just wanted to say that it's really wise to listen to someone if they keep persisting, because they wouldn't keep persisting if there wasn't a nugget there. So I really appreciate your saying that.